Hi, I'm Bonnie, Log Cabin Stitcher. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my sewing room. You can follow me on Instagram at Bonnie Log Cabin Stitcher. Today, this is going to be my floss tube number 12, and I'm actually going to be breaking this video up into 3 different sections because I had planned on what I thought I could get all done in this video. And I realize it's going to be way too much, and I always have long videos anyway. So in this video, I really want to share about what I have been learning about thread drops and making thread charms, and just showing you actually how I do it. I'm going to turn the camera down and show you my little setup that I've got here, and we're just going to see about learning some stuff. I tend not to be a tutorial type of person, yet I love to share information, and I have made a lot of things in my life. And on the last video I was saying I'm not a tutorial type of person, yet I was explaining how I did something, and I had a lot of comments that said you actually did a tutorial and it was just fine. So I'm going to try not to jiggle the table. And this is my bar stool, and I tend to swing around in it, so I'm really going to work at not doing that. But a heads up, if you have earbuds that you're going to be using, I will be making noises, so it may be comfortable or uncomfortable, I don't know. So here we go. And I am a little bit nervous about doing this one. I have put off doing tutorials because I was never sure how to flip the camera and how to show what I'm doing, and I realized I don't need to do a tutorial. I'm just going to show you how I do what I do, and that takes all the pressure off of me because I don't need to teach how to do it perfectly. I'm just going to share about it. So I had first learned about thread charms or thread drops. I'm not even sure what they're called, from Shanda Quilting in Idaho, when she shared about her project bags and her charms and all the stuff that she did to get her projects ready for Mania. I still can't even remember what it's called. I think it's Mania, Stitch Mania. And then at that time I thought, oh, that's way over the top for me. You know, I wasn't even going to cross stitch, let alone make all these things that went along with the thread. And so I thought, that's really cool, they're beautiful, but not for me. And then, well, that was when I wasn't even going to cross stitch. So then I got into cross stitching, and then I got into doing these videos, and then I have progressed from doing, I have everything stacked up like crazy here. So I progressed from not only thinking I was not going to be cross-stitching, but I started cross-stitching in August again after 20 years of not doing it. Then I thought project bags were Ziploc bags, and they are, but then I really got obsessed with making project bags, and I still am. I just have not made any this week. That's unusual for me. So this is what I have progressed from. I was doing thread wads before because I thought that works for me. Now I have a couple videos where I showed on my floss tube number 3, I showed my perfect setup for me, and actually that's still pretty much how I have my setup. Then in floss tube number 4 I showed my thread wheels, and I love those, and I still am doing those. That's why I was going to do my thread wads, because I thought, too much organization, not going to happen. Well, then we always drop these things on the floor. Then I progressed to doing what I have here, and I did, okay, so my last video, which one would that be? What did I tell you this one was? Come on, guys, tell me. Okay, this one is number 12. So in my number 11, in floss tube number 10 and 11, I do my videos in costume, so it's just kind of fun. This one, no costume. And here's the secret too. This is why I've got a high blouse on right now, because I'm going to be turning you down, and we don't want to be seeing a bunch of old skin. And in one of my videos, somebody commented and said, It was like one of my first videos. I hate to tell you this, but your chest is bleeding. And I thought, what the heck? It wasn't. It was just, I had a beautiful tan in my teens. My neighbor had a pool and we used it quite a lot. So I did the whole baby oil thing. And my skin is showing signs. I got age spots all over, so that would not be a pretty thing for when I show my demo. Okay, so this is my Shanda, gave me this charm. And then I progressed into doing my floss in my bags, and that was the way I was going to do it. So that's how it is for this project, and I'm just going to keep it doing it that way. So I showed all my project bags and everything that I've got going in them in floss tube number 11. So we're not going to even go there because otherwise it's going to be hours and hours. And here's another secret. Ooh, it is now midnight exactly. I am a night person, but I did not plan on starting this video at midnight. So we'll see if I am still comprehensive when I am done. And usually my videos are an hour, so hang with me, guys. Okay, so then now we have progressed into thread drops. So, from what I understand, thread drops are, it's these. So, why are they called drops? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Not there yet. But they are where you can use tags and you are putting your threads on a tag. And we all have different, you know, it is so cool now that I am like a cross stitcher and one of this beautiful community of people who share what we do. And so I can say we. So this is what we do. We put the name of our thread. I have there the company, and then here I just do, this is the symbol of what that thread is on the chart. And then these are what I'm calling thread charms. This is what I'm going to show you how I made these. So these are thread charms, and this is the way I'm doing it. At the moment, I do a charm, well, a cabochon. So cabochon, I had to learn how to spell that. C-A-B-O-C-H-O-N. I'm going to be telling you where I got all this stuff, so hang tight with me. And then I put a little charm on there. So we're going to be talking about jump rings. I'm going to be showing you how to open and close those, and how to attach all these. But remember, it's not a tutorial. I'm just going to show you how I do it. So these are actually, and I'm going to be showing you too how I make these tags. So these are tags that I make. So that is one set. Then if you don't want to punch your own tags out, this is another project. This one I have not even started yet. So interesting to see. I've got stuff in bags here. So these are just possibilities. I am going to be changing what on a couple of the flowers on the chart. So this is how I have my thread wheels. These are the Yarnology. I get these bags at Hobby Lobby just because they were the size of the ones I already have. So this is how I do my bags. So I didn't want to put these on my drops because these are just going to be testers. I don't even know what color I'm going to be using for those flowers. So I didn't want to commit, and I just wanted to have them like this. So I know these are just the just-in-case ones, but this is the called for colors. So these, this tag right here, these are from Hobby Lobby. No, they're not. This is Midnight is going to be showing. These are from Joann's. So this is what they look like, and then this is how I make them. And I'm going to show you. I've got all my stuff here. I'm going to be showing you how I do those. So here is my little charm, cabochon. Oh, yeah, I was going to say that one doesn't have a little charm, and that one does. And I am enjoying matching them. So we've got a little feather there. We've got a bird there, and this is Blackbird Designs, and it is a loose feathers pattern. So I enjoy matching everything up that I can. So here we go. And then someone had asked me, one of my viewers had asked me, what do I do when I finish with a project what do I do with my thread tags afterwards? And I said, well, at the time I hadn't even finished anything, but this is what I'm going to do. I will probably just throw away that actual tag, and then I will put my thread back in my color wheel. But on my DMCs, I decided that I am not going to be putting on the front, I am not going to be putting the symbol. I will probably be putting it on the back, and then I can erase it. But see, here's another one. So this is, look at, see, I'm matching a heart with a heart. So this is how I'm doing on my DMC. I am making all these tags, and I'm going to show you about doing that. All my DMC tags will be like this. They're all out of the same book, and they're all going to have a similar color. So when I am done with this project, I will just take this whole thing, and I probably won't even take it off here because it's loose, and I will just put it in my DMC color wheel. Now, this one looks like it had a perm. This one has curly, I was going to say curly hair. It's curly because I used to do them on those bobbins. Don't do that anymore because that's what happens. Then this is one. This one is not curly. It's because I just recently bought one, and I just took it off of the way that you buy it with DMC, the skein, and put it directly on there. So that's my story on these. That's how I'm going to be doing my DMC. So answering a question. Let's see how we're going to do this. Okay. So that's explaining where I've come from, where I am now. Then when I decided that I might like to make the little charms or the cabochons, they're cabochons or they're charms, so we're not even going to worry about what we call them. They're just cute. After I had seen Shanda talk about them, then at one time she explained how she made hers, and she does not sell them. I don't sell mine either. But there is, so Socks for Mom. So it's not Socks for Mom, it's Socks for Mum, like M-U-M on Etsy. Makes beautiful ones, and she sells them. They're beautiful. So if you want to purchase them, that would be a great way. I'm going to show you how, if you wanted to make them, how you could make them yourself. So I had seen Lisa Abbey at Lisa Abbey Needleworks on one of her floss tubes, I think it was number 51, share just verbally explaining how she made them, and she learned from somebody else. Well, I thought, well, that sounds like so much fun. So on Amazon, I just searched cabochons. I didn't even know how to spell it. I just kept guessing, and bingo, I came up with something. I didn't know the sizes, and so I just ordered a pack or two. I ordered 2 packs, and then the glue. So this is the glue. So it's diamond glaze. There are other people that use different types of glue. So after listening to Lisa explain how she made it, I ordered the stuff. And then when I went to go do it, I listened to her video again so I could understand how to do it. And I had so much fun. I made 40 of them. And you have to press at one point, and I hurt my muscle because I had decided to make 40 of them because I was just having so much fun. And then I thought, this is really cool. I'd really like to show how I do these. So that's what I'm doing. I also have a background with beading, and this is actually my new setup. When I go to do my jewelry making, I have my beading supplies in this quilting table next to me. I have this bar stool so I could be at the level on my quilt table and look out the window. Now, these are the kind of bracelets that I make. So there's going to be just a lot of information shared here, and I try really to put good notes in what we call the show notes, or if you click under the video, it will say see more or read more, and you can find more information. I learned how to make jewelry by going to YouTube, and I found beadshop.com. That's the name of their store. and they are not a brick and mortar store. They're an online store, and they have a lot of videos. They have tutorial videos every week. And then they have a lot of information on their website. And so that's the primary place that I learned how to make my type of jewelry. So that's where I am going to recommend you go to learn any skills that I may not be showing well enough. So let me show you something else fun. So these are the bracelets, and because I will probably need to take this off anyway while I'm doing stuff, this is the bracelet. And once I tend to show the bracelets that I make. This one is getting older, so some of the colors are wearing off. These are called wrap bracelets. This is macrame. So I came up with this design. This design is not on the beadshop.com site, but see, if you want to copy it, there you go. So it is 3 beads in this one loop on each side. So that's one wrap. Then look at the color has worn off. This used to be silver. The color is worn off. That's probably not good material going in my body. But this is, again, this is another wrap. That's macrame with some beads. And these beads are on beadshop.com. Then this is just macrame, and it is where I'm not going to go into details, but you can learn how to do all these macrame stitches. They have under, I am going to recommend that you check out, if you go on beadshop.com, I have it all written down. Oh, here it is down here. Okay, so you're going to click learning, and then you're going to click skill builders, and then you're going to see they show you how to do stitching. They even show you how to open and close a jump ring securely. So that's how I look to actually show you how to do it. So if I don't explain it well enough, just go there and you're going to be able to check it out. But they have all there. They have something called Stitchology, I think it is, and it's just how you do all these stitches. Now, look at these charms. This is why I wanted to show you this. These are different. Some of these are jump rings, and this is where I'm going to have to put my glasses on in a minute. But these are jump rings, and this is what we are going to be using to put the charms on the cabochons. So these rings are jump rings. I like things that dingle dangle and do this kind of a thing. Then, if you notice, this charm, I got this charm in Colorado, so it's at a shop that's not in business anymore. I'm gonna end up jiggling you. I have this charm on one of my cabochons, and then I wanted to let you guys know I'm not going to show you how to do it because I would have had to watch another video. I haven't done any beading for over a year, so I would have had to watch a video. These are just beads that I had in my stash, and I used I will show you in a moment. I used a head pin, it's called, and I wrapped it. So I will pick this up and show it to you when it comes time in that demo. So there you go. So this is the story on the fact that I have some tools and I have a lot of beads, and I got into this. So now there we go. It's already 18 minutes and I haven't even showed you yet. Are we ready to go? Oh, the other thing is Niecy Lynn had a Vlogmas. So at Christmas time, she did a video every day, and I do not know what day it was, but she showed how she made these charms. And it was actually with some, I don't even think it needed glue, because it was like a peel and a stick piece of glass, but there was glue on the bottom, and I think she used Mod Podge. A lot of different ways to do it. This is just going to be showing you how I do it. Are we ready to go? So, and again, that's why I was a little nervous about how to do it, because I'm going to have to turn the camera down, so we're just going to go with it. I always like to do these videos as if you guys were just hanging out with me in my sewing room, and this is how we would do it. I would say, I don't know how I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you. In between Christmas and New Year's, I had a friend of mine come over, and she just needed to get away from the house, and she learned, I showed her how to make these, got all my stuff out, and she just had fun. She has 4 girls, and she made a charm for each one of her girls. And because they don't have the thread drops to put them on, she used, I'm going to show you, it's a lobster claw. So she put that on the top of the charm, so that way they could attach it to whatever they wanted to, whether it's a zipper pull or whatever. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use these. All right, so here glasses go, and it may or may not, yeah, it's going to be, we're just doing this. Now, you need good lighting. This is, you're sitting on my quilt table here, and this is my beading lamp. So this is one of those OttLights. I got it at Costco, and it has 3 different settings. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I always go with the third one because I need bright. It has a gooseneck. It also has a USB cord that you are attached to. So this was great. I wish I had bought several of them at Costco, and I only bought one. But this is what, is that on the brightest? No. Yep, it was. I have my beading lamp, and sometimes I will have 2 of them going because I want to make sure I have very good light. Now, let's show you, first off, I want to show you, let's get this stuff down. I wanted to show you about these tags because I think there's going to be questions about how to do these tags, and I would love just to answer those questions right now while we're doing it. Okay, I'm reaching over. I got all my stuff here on the table. I love this table. Okay, so you can purchase these as they are. Is that going to work? No, that's not going to work. Okay, so you can just purchase these. They just have one little hole right there. So what I did one day, I was watching FlossTube, and I just got these all prepped and ready. So that hole that's on the top, that was just fine. So that is fine to go through the binder rings. So these are binder rings that you can purchase on, and I purchased on Amazon. I am, you know, right or wrong, I purchased on Amazon. Okay. So they work just fine right there, but they didn't have any hole on the bottom. So this is what I purchased. This is from Joann's. It's a Recollections. I'm sure you can get it all over the place, but it's a 5/8 inch hole punch. I took the little slide off the back, but this is boom, boom. That's the punch. So let's open up this. Oh, I don't have to cut it. See, this is where you're going to get the crinkles. There's going to be no way around it. All right, so I've got this, and at first I had to figure out how I was going to get it in there and get them the same every time, and then I realized there's little marks on the side. This, you know what, a lot of you probably know much better than I how to do this, but we're going to pretend that you don't. So what I did was I just lined it up. So see, there's a mark there. I lined it up right there. Do I have clean fingernails? I sure hope so. I lined it up right there. And then, look at, I can even look on the back and see that that's pretty even right there. So I just kind of line that up, try to make sure it's even, and then look at, boom. Isn't that cool? So then, bingo, we've got a thread drop, and it is not totally even. So if I hadn't been playing around, I probably could have done that better. But that's the process. Do they have to be perfect? No, they don't. So that's how I make those. So we're going to put this down on the ground. Not on the ground, down on the table. Now, there's a lot of different, this is a bigger one. So I bought this one, and I can do the same thing. I can punch the holes in the bottom. These are some that I had from years ago. Doris, I think I had bought these at Michael's. These were some tags I was going to use for something else. Celeste from Celeste Creates has shared a link of where she purchases some on Amazon. They look like this, but they are smaller. They are in between these two sizes, so they're a very nice size. Then I saw that Lori had purchased these. Lori from Mischievous Stitches had purchased these at Hobby Lobby before Christmas time, and they are nice and thick. These were 50% off because it was right before Christmas, so I thought, why not? She punched a hole in the top of his head. Ooh, ouch. And then one of those bigger holes in his beard, and it made very darling Christmas thread drops. See, you can collect everything, can't you? These were Christmas tags. And then on the back is where I could write the information. So I would probably have it where this was the side that showed, and then I could punch the big hole right there. So those, again, those were 50% off. And then, so hang tight. I'm going to be sharing a lot of information as much as I can just to get you guys organized. This was actually the box that, so you can kind of see, that was the name. This was the box that some of the cabochons came in. But it works perfectly in my, I shared these plastic boxes last time. Look at this. It fits perfect right there. I just love it when a plan comes together, or when plastic boxes come together. So when let's see if I can do this without knocking this over. Okay, I'm reaching it. It's going to be a cascade. I didn't realize I should have had those up because, okay, we're going with this. Hang tight, hang tight. There we go. We saved it. Okay. When I went to make the tags, I used stuff at first that I already had. So these are the smaller things of the scrapbooking paper. A lot of the box stores have them. Everywhere has these. Everybody's into this kind of stuff. So these are just the different sheets, and I didn't want really big things of them. So these are just the small sheets. So these are thinner. So I cut these out of them, and they're thinner, and see, they can rip. So that was kind of discouraging because I had cut out a whole bunch of these with oh, I thought I had stacked everything up so perfectly. We are not redoing this video. Hang tight, guys. Don't be scared. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. This is, what size is this? 2 3/16 inch. So here we go. Boom. That's what we've got. So I make a tag with that, and then I use the little tiny hole punch and do the little hole like I showed you. And then I also have a 1/4 inch punch, which is in that pile, so I'm not going to get it. 1/4 inch hole punch that I do for that top. So what one of the viewers said is that I could glue this onto cardstock, and then I could punch those out. I could do that, but what I had come up with before I heard about that was thinking that if I did it back to back, it then makes it stronger. And then as I pull the thread off, I wouldn't rip through as much. So those are options. But I kind of got discouraged with these because they were kind of thin. So sometimes I just use them for tags. Like I go like this, boom and boom. And I will just use use this as a cute little tag, because when I take, like say I want to take a certain floss out of my floss wheel, and I'm going to put that in one of my projects, I want to know which project that is. And so I have one of my projects is Friends of the Heart. So then I will just use this, and I will just write Friends of the Heart on here or the back, stick that in the empty bag, because the outside of the bag is marked with that floss, and that way I know if I need that, I know what project that I can go to. So I have a lot of, look at, I love enamelware. I have a lot of these kind of things just that I can use for scrap paper. So this is my progression, and so that's where it's like, no, this is not my tutorial on showing you the best of everything, because I'm learning as I'm going. So I think we finished with that now, so we can move that over. And now we're progressing. We're doing good. Okay, I learned some thicknesses too. I went shopping and I wanted to find some more, because you know you can never have enough stuff. I have 4. That's enough, but no, I wanted to go buy more. But I didn't, because I didn't find anything that I really liked. But I learned about the thicknesses. So this one is the thickest. And so this is still for sale at Hobby Lobby. This says adhesive. I have no idea where the adhesive is on that, and I'm not worried about it because I don't want it to be adhesive. I like the thickness, and it's thicker than cardstock. So this one with adhesive, I think this was the only style because I thought, oh, I'll buy some more that are that thickness. No, this was the only one that I saw that was that thick. So this is the best thickness to be able to have the tags where they're thick enough. So this is what I'm using for my DMC. So I'm making a lot of the tags out of that, and because I have a lot of DMC, I want to make sure that they're all on matchy-matchy stuff. So this is a great one, but again, it's adhesive. So that was a great thickness. So I'm not using those for my cabochons, which we're going to get to. My goodness, it's already 30 minutes and I haven't even shown you how to make them yet. But that's okay. We're just working. This one is a pretty one. I've used this one a lot. And this is a front and back one. So it's got some on the front and the back. But again, it's thinner. So it works well. Then here's another one. I've made some really cute ones with this. Oh, I'll show you. One of them is a lantern. So this is a pretty one. So when you go to look, you're looking to see, oh, we've got them right here. Okay. So this is the size that they are. So you're just looking to make sure that whatever you have in there is a picture that you would want. And here's another one. Now, when Lisa showed hers, she bought a magazine and she used that. Because I already had these pads, I thought, oh, I'm going to use scrapbooking paper. I'm going to show you too how I would use a magazine with some pictures as well. So that's the thing. And then how thick is this? This is saying, nope, it's not cardstock either. So, and then I had a Christmas one. Now, this Christmas one this was the one that I did recently buy. But there were some, look at this size. So these were darling. So this one I had a square cabochon and I used it. So I did not have, at the time that I made them last time, I didn't have rectangle ones. Yet I knew Shanda had a rectangle one. And so I searched and I bought some. So I will be making some out of these rectangles. So got that. All right, guys. Now what else do I want to show you? So these are some of the pages that I have used up. So I am going to be making one and showing you how to do it because otherwise it's going to be breakfast time by the time I'm done. So this is just what I've done. These are just different pieces that I've cut out. So you're just selecting and I'm just saving these because I will do something more. Okay, so on this one, because I didn't get the whole Santa, look at that's all that I had in there was just the Santa. Now I have the rectangle ones, and I can do a bigger one. I'll be telling you the sizes in a minute because I have that on my pad of paper. So again, these are just all the different ones that I've been using. You don't use a whole lot, so you don't need a whole lot. But these are just this one is this. So just kind of fun. Then I wanted to show you also another idea was Christmas cards. So this is a Christmas card actually that I almost didn't even open, and that seems sad, you know, because it wasn't from a friend. It was from a septic service that we had. Yep, we have an old house and we have a septic tank. Please still be my friend. But so I did open up the card and I thought, oh, that was really cute because look at this. So if you look at this card, there's a lot of cute little elements. These are the glass domes for the cabochon. So this is all I do. So I knew, oh, look at paper cut already. I knew, look at that. That little bit of holly will be cute as a thread charm. And then look at, that would be cute as a thread charm piece. I don't even know what to call them, as in what would be under the dome. And then if you had a really big one, you know, that might be cute. So look, even the back. You know what? The back is beautiful. So there we go. That's from Christmas cards that you can use. A lot of fun things that you can use, or magazines. Okay, now, what are the components that you would want to buy? That's what I want to share with you. Where is that? Okay. Don't get jiggly. Don't get jiggly. All right. Now, I will try to put a link for the ones that I bought on Amazon. I'm not sure how that is all going to work out, but for those of you that don't shop Amazon or might want to buy them somewhere else, the sizes. So that was because I'm not at all a math person. If you guys watch me, you know that I say that on every time. I'm not a math person. This size, this is the glass piece that makes this. And here is one of the trays. I have 2 stacks of boxes, so this is the tray. So these 2 pieces. So when I bought that one set, it was 48 pieces. Don't think you're going to get 48 sets. It's half of it. You get 24 sets because this is a piece and this is a piece. So this is called the cabochon tray, and some of them only sell the tray. This is the set, so it's glass, and I have had some of these break. So that's the deal. So 25 millimeters is this size. Then there were some, here we go. Here's the other size. So in that one set, just so you can see the sizes, because this is what I didn't understand when I went to buy them. I had no idea how big they were. So this one is 20 millimeters by 30 millimeters. So that's the drop. Then the square. Do I have a square down here? The square, they're kind of all linked together here. This square is 25 by 25. So 25 is what this whole smaller set was. Then the hearts, 25 by 25. So 25 was for the smaller ones. Then I ordered some bigger ones because I wanted bigger ones. So this set, and then of course the price goes up. So those work out to be, these guys work out to be about 45 cents a piece. Then I ordered this bigger set. This set works out to be, what was it? $1.25, I think, a piece. Larger, beautiful. So this was a beautiful set, and I'll try to link it, or at least write the name of what it is. But there's a lot of different ones. So this one was very pretty. And then the rectangles, I like a lot of different colors. So I wanted to buy the set that was, you can buy them just in one color, but I also got where it was the bronze and the copper and I think black or a dark pewter. So I like a lot of different colors. So this one, this size was 25 by 50. So this was a good set. So again, the larger ones are more expensive. So if you're wanting to go inexpensive, or you're not sure if you really want to get into it, just get this set. I think I got the 24 sets. I think it was like $13. So that would be a great way to start. So does that make sense? Do you want to see how I have these stored? Because we love storage here at this house. So these are all stored in here. And because the glass pieces can break, I'm trying to keep them in their little plastic container for the larger ones. All right, got any questions so far? This is where I really wish that we could interact more while I'm doing this. Let's show you some fun stuff. These are just some samples of the ones that I have made. Is there anything else I want to show you? Oh, another name. So they have cabochon. So again, C-A-B-O-C-H-O-N. Or they are called pendant trays. So if you go to search, that's what you will find. Then the rings are called either binder rings or loose leaf rings. These are the 2-inch size. And then the little charms that you can purchase them anywhere. Amazon has some really cute scissor ones. Then you can get them at, if you're local or in the United States, there's like Michael's, like the big box stores, Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, all has charms, and then they're usually sales. So I purchased some of the charms that I'm going to show you just locally. I have not bought a set of charms on Amazon yet. And I also have a lot of charms just in my stash of beads. So these are some of mine that I want to show you that I had made up. So this is where it's going to be jiggly. And I finally did order some different colors. Now, it is harder to find the more unusual colors. So I want, eventually, I'm going to get the larger black jump rings. And I'm even going to tell you the sizes. So I get the different sizes of the jump rings. So I've done my homework. So stick with me, and I'm going to be able to share all that with you. So we've got a charm which have the jump rings on there. Different size jump rings I'll show you soon. But at Hobby Lobby, they were out of the larger black jump rings. See, I got the two smaller ones, but not the larger one. And I really want them to match. Even though this bee is silver, look at, there's black in there too. So I try to match the things together. So I just thought, well, a plant would have a bee come into it. Okay, so where can we put that down? I'm going to leave one up because I had to really keep track of like the small ring attached to the medium ring and then attached to the bigger ring. And so as I was making them, I just looked at one pattern, and that way I could remember what to do, because again, I'm usually watching Flosstube or something else. So here was another one. This one says, best wishes for a happy Christmas and a bright new year. So bright new year, I wanted to match it, and I had a star. I had gone on a quilt run years ago, and at every place we went to, we got a charm. And so I have some really beautiful charms, but I didn't know what to do them. I'm glad I saved them. These are the bronze. So I bought a set of bronze. Now the bronze rings from Amazon came with the 1-inch and the 2-inch, but I wanted them to match. These were bells that I got. These are the round bells. I love round bells. I got those at Joann's. So that's the Christmas guy, the Santa guy that I showed you. So I'm going to be telling you again about the different sizes of these jump rings. Then this one is what I like. I think of it as the boho or bohemian. So there's the dragonfly. Now this one, because the design was more down here, you will see how you decide to attach them. This one, I have it where that jump ring is attached to the base. If I can show you on here, the jump ring is attached through this loop, and so it will hang over the cabochon. We're just going to say that. Okay, these are going to be the charms. These are going to be the cabochon. The charm hangs over the cabochon. That's the way I wanted that one. Most of the other ones, I wanted them hanging next to it, but see what happens? They flip to the back, and then you flip it to the front. But this one, see, it's attached to that ring, the jump ring. So it just depends on how you want to do it. There's all different ways that you can do it. And then you can look at the ones that are for sale and see how they do them, or just buy those and you're good to go. So, but see, I like moving them over, but I tried where they were all hanging in front, and then that bothered me too. So I am a work in progress. So those are all mine, and I'm going to hook those together because for the people that stay and watch longer, I like to reward them. When you stay till the very, very end, that's what I call the good stuff. And that's where I share what I'm calling my spiritual or my faith journaling. So that's the good stuff at the end. But now I'm going to let you know something fun. I reached 4,000 subscribers, which it's a joy. That just means there's a lot of views that I have. There's a lot of people that watch my videos and are not subscribers, and that's fine. But I do watch those subscriber numbers, and it has been just a joy to see that number growing. And I just want to celebrate you guys. So I have 4 giveaways. So where did I put them, guys? Where did I put them? There they are. Where are they? Where are you? Here you are. Here you are. So the 4 giveaways are here. All right. So these are the giveaway rules. It's for right now, United States. The out-of-country postage is expensive. So for right now, it's just the United States. And I'm sorry, I know I have viewers and subscribers from all over the world, but not only may the package not get to you, but I've been hearing quotes of what people are paying, and it's crazy. So for right now, it's just the locals, United States. So you've got to be over 18. I am not going to check that you're a subscriber, but I would love it if you were. And then don't put giveaway in the comment. So in the comment, put a certain word, and I have each one has a name. You can put them all. Each person will only get one, so you can put all 4 words in there, but if I pick you first, you get one. So put them in the order of your favorites, and that's how we'll do it. But 4 winners, because I got 4 giveaways, because I got 4,000 subscribers. What is today? Today is the 16th. Oh, I should have looked at my calendar. I'm going to give you a week. So 16. So it's going to get posted on the 17th. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're going to give you till the 24th. So I'm going to write this down because otherwise I'm going to forget. So midnight of January. I was going to say June. January 24th. That's how long you have. Because if I go any longer, I'm going to forget. And then I like to reward those who watch when they first come up. Okay. So this is the first one that you could, that's one of the giveaways. This one, Opal. So OPAL is what you would put in. So this is the first charm. And that little charm was one that I just bought recently at, I think that was Michael's. Okay, so this is the next one, Coral. And this is what you get. So, see, I like to play with the lines on that feather. Reminded me of the lines in here. So this one, if you would like this is Coral. This one is the word bright. So this is that best wishes one. So this is a Christmas one, and I know people stitch Christmas all year. This was a fun one. This was a Hobby Lobby charm. It has hope on one side and a butterfly on the other. So it just depends on what side. I don't even know if you can see it there. Hope on one side, butterfly on the other side of that charm. This one, the word lantern. And these are charms. I know I got these at Michael's. They probably have them at Hobby Lobby too. Where's that charm? There we go. So this one, these are Japanese lanterns. And that's a leaf. So, because there's leaves right there, because I like to match. So that's where this can hang over front, or it can hang in the back or on the side. So there you go. 47 minutes and I haven't even showed you yet. Let's get a move on. All right, so those are the giveaways. Remember, until January 24th, 1 per winner. And thank you guys. All right, here we go. Now, no stopping us. We've got everything written down. So now I'm going to show you. So did I show you the jump ring? Or did I show you? Yes. So this is how, these are Sterilite boxes, but I just got all the different rings in there. I'm really, these said like really high quality. They are nice and thick. So what I didn't want was something that didn't open very well or just popped open. I wanted a nice sturdy one. These are the ones that are just not the best. I buy binder clips from this company. It's like ACCO, but they're okay. But this one seems like a pretty good company. I'll try to link those as well as this. I think these are 1.5 inches though. So here we go. Let's do it, man. For those of you that are still hanging with me. Okay, now, yeah, I'm going to show you this anyway because it's just going to end up being a long video. It's the way it is. Okay, so these are all the different things that you can do. This is a magazine that I've got. I have this book. I have a project going with this book. So I thought, how cool that I could make so this will be one of the bigger ones. And so this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I do. I can spend hours doing this. So this is how I figured it out. I'm going to do that. So it's going to have half of that on there. So that charm fits perfectly. I'm not doing it on the video because I can't pay attention, especially it is 1:45 right now. So see, isn't that cool? That's going to be my charm for that project on the ground. Then I had a friend move and she gave me, or that was actually from my sister. I have extra magazines. So I've got magazines that I bought, magazines that my mom bought. I went through this whole magazine and this is what I do. I take out, because I had hundreds of magazines. I took out the article that I wanted and I will put that in a notebook, and I was going to give away the magazine, and then I thought, ooh, wow, I could make something. So again, these are the girls, Kindred Spirits. They make amazing stuff, and so I could look around all these different pictures and I can see, I was playing around, what would I make a cabochon with? This is what I came up with. I love this. So I do not have a cabochon big enough, but I am going to order one because I want to make that as a cabochon. Then see all these fun things. I just took my little dome and I just played around to see what I might want in that picture. So that's what I wanted to show you. But for right now, all we are going to do is, we're actually going to do this now. Okay, let's get this down. And again, this was why I was kind of nervous, because it's like, how am I going to do this? We're just going to do it. The one that I wanted to show you, we're going to make, I probably dropped it. Oh, we'll just make one of these. Okay, so this is where my friend made one. So, okay, so we're going to use that. We're going to set all that, we're just going to throw it on the ground. So it is hot. Why is it hot and it's January? Now, on beadshop.com, this is, I just printed it out. So this is what you will see on opening and closing a jump ring. Tools. Now, because I am a beader or a jewelry maker, I wanted a good set of tools. So I bought Wubbers. It's a goofy name, but these are Wubbers. I've had these for years, and they're very good condition, except they get fuzzy. They attach the fuzzy stuffs on. These are great. You don't have to buy, I don't even know how much these cost because I bought them years ago. But the box stores all have where you can buy a set of them. You do not have to buy expensive ones. I don't know how expensive these were, but this is what you want. This one is called a chain nose. So you can see this is a chain nose, and you can see it has, is it serrated? Is that the word? No, it's not serrated in there. Anyway, it holds on to them. This is called a bent nose. So chain nose, bent nose, same thing, bent. Okay, so I even wrote that on there, chain nose, bent nose. Then this is the jump ring that you're going to buy. That was the other thing I wanted to show you. There are a lot of different rings that you can buy. Oh, we still need to talk about the size. There's something called, let me put this up here and see what I need to talk to you about. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. These do not have these aren't split. So this is not a jump ring. These are simply rings. And this is what I would put on my jewelry. So you cannot open these. They are something that you would just slide on. So that's something for you to know. I'll tell you about these little boxes in a moment. But I didn't want to drop these. These are called split rings. So these are, let's see if I can get one out without spilling all this. These are called split rings. I would not use these for this project personally, but this is a way that you could do it without. This is like if you get a key on a ring, see, you would just slide it. So you could open it up. You know, honestly, you could. These are just fine. You could open it up, see that, and then you would just slide that charm on. Then you don't need to open and close them. Because I'm used to doing it, and these come in all different sizes. This size is a 9mm split ring. Okay, I know you're wondering about these boxes, but hang tight. If you've watched me before, you know what these are. What else did I want to show you? Then there's different gauges as well. So there's thicker, there's heavier, and there's thinner ones. And then there's different sizes. how are we going to do this? Okay, I'm going to explain something now to you and tell you that I'm not going to explain it to you. If you've been watching me, you know this is just me. Okay, so remember when I showed you these? Can you see that? These. So, you could make a charm from beads. You could make your own charm, but I am not going to show you how to do that because it would just take forever and a day. But if you go on beadshop.com, there is a tutorial where you use something called a head pin. It has an end on there. Then you slide the bead on. Let's open one of these up. It's kind of like a big old pin. So, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay. It has an end on there. So you would just, it has a stopper, kind of like the head of a pin. Then these are specialty ones. So these have little beads on them or little hearts. See, I have all kinds of stuff. I got way too much stuff is what I got. So this is what I wanted to explain. Like I was going to do this and show you how to do this, but see, look at it. It's already almost an hour. We would have been doing it forever. I could take this dragonfly bead that I just dropped that has a hole in its head. Let's show you. Okay, so I could take this dragonfly bead. I've made charms out of these. Oh, it's not a hole in its head. It's a hole in its wing. See, I could take that dragonfly, put that on there, use some other tools that I've got. See, look at my nifty tools, and that's why I love this table. These nifty tools, not that one, that's a duck bill. These nifty tools I could use, see, that's round, and then I could manipulate the wire, then I could clip the wire, and I could make a charm. And that's what I was going to show you how, because I bought these at Michael's. Was that Michael's? No, Joann's. Okay, so I bought these cute little birds. See, they have the hole, and I could make a charm, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. And then I knew it was going to take forever. So that's just to explain to you, if you want to make those, just go on thebeadshop.com and they'll show you how to do that. These are some other cool charms that you could get. These are available at Michael's. I use these a lot in my jewelry making. So those are cute charms. We're going to have a big old stack here. Then beadshop.com, I know I bought this one. This is what I would use for my jewelry. I would probably not use this on one of these. I don't know. But see, you can buy beautiful, like handcrafted charms. Or you could buy the less expensive stuff. These, we're not even going to talk about those. Okay, so now I explained about that. Now, these are all, oh, this is where we're going to, okay, this is where we're going to turn it. Okay, here we go. Oh, just in case you were wondering, okay, this is a quilt that I shared in my Christmas video. I have quilt videos and I have floss tube videos. So this is, it was not hanging in the backdrop on my quilt video. So if you're not a quilter, you won't care about it, except that it's beautiful. But I did talk about this in my quilting. I can't remember what number it was, but it was my Christmas quilting one. Maybe it was 9, 10, I don't know. But back in the backdrop, a different quilt was hanging, but this is my favorite one that I have up there because I love this one. So this is actually up in my sewing room right now because I have a lot of Christmas decorations still up. There you go. Okay, here we go. We're going down, going down, going down, going down. Okay, so, yikes. We're going to see if you can even see this. Okay, these are a bunch of my charms. I like lids, so these are just tins. Lids for different tins that I have, and I just collect them because I collect tins, and these are great for this type of a thing because you can sort, you can move stuff around, and it stays within one area. So these are charms either that I have collected or I just bought recently, like at Michael's. There's lots and lots of different charms available. I also have some friends, and family that have given me jewelry making supplies because they don't want to make jewelry anymore. Then, okay, we're certainly not professional here. Okay, we talked about that. We're going to move that. We're going to move these. Now, let's talk about the sizes. It's so funny because this is, can we get back more? This works really great for me. These are what I had as, I don't know if the light is working really good here. These are pee pads. When my kids have moved out, they're adult and grown up. And I had all these pee pads, mattress pads, whatever you call it, with little babies so they don't soil the mattress. These work great for this purpose. So for my beading, I washed very well all those pee pads and I cut them up. And they are a great surface for my beading because stuff doesn't roll off of there. And I even wipe my glue and stuff on there. So I have stuff prepared because I knew I couldn't think and do this at the same time. So we're going to put that, get that out of the way so that doesn't fall over the floor. Now, I just went and I got together different things. So I got the jump rings and the charm and the cabochon that was already made because I'm going to show you how to put one together, actually with the rings. But you can see that there are different sizes of these jump rings. So let's just talk about the sizes. The smallest one, where's one that I have done? Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? The smallest one. Okay. Jingle jangle. I hope you guys aren't getting a headache. Okay. Let's show this one. Let's just take it off of here so we can see. Okay. So, oh, this one already has one on there. That's not going to be helpful. Let's see. Oh, guys, I'm getting tired. Let's just do this one. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Okay, this is a bigger one. There's different sizes. So you are going to have a small ring attached to a medium ring, attached to a larger ring. And some of the bigger ones, they come with that hole and it's just there. It's really hard to get that closed all the way. So the smallest size that I like to use is 4 millimeter. So these boxes are called Elizabeth Ward Bead Storage Solutions. They are overpriced right now on Amazon and at Walmart. I saw a set of them at Joann's for like 10 bucks though. That would be the place to get it. I use Avery labels, the small tag labels, to put back there so I can label and I know what I've got there. So this is the 4 millimeter size. So this is, oh my word. Okay, that's a little tiny guy. There we go. And then we have the other size. So I use 4. Did I write it down what size I use? Oh, here we go. So 4, I think I even have some that are size 6 because sometimes you cannot always get the size that you want. This size is 9. And they come in heavy duty or regular. That one was just the regular size. Sometimes they're just not available in all whatever option you want. This is a heavy. So this is a, okay, here we go. This is a good way to show you. So this is a 9 millimeter. This is just the regular jump. Let's do it that way. 9 millimeter jump ring. This is the 9 millimeter heavy jump ring. So it's good to have them both. They are not very expensive to buy, especially when you get it at half price. Then some of them, like, you cannot always get the colors in whatever size you want right now. So this is the 15 millimeter heavy, but see, that's the copper color that I wanted. So it's the heavy gauge, and they didn't have the 12 that I wanted. So usually for the top ring, I would use, this is the 12. This is the heavy gauge. That's usually the size that I use for it to get attached to the binder ring. they only had 15 of that size, but that was okay because I'm not going to be going store to store to store looking at stuff. So I get what I can, but because these are only really a couple dollars per thing, and especially if you're not doing a lot of different colors, you can get, if you're just going to do silver, some of them come either in a set or I put them together. I don't know. I've had these for a long time. Where do I have the 6? Okay, here we go, guys. This, oh, here we go. Okay, this is what I use to do my marking. Avery labels and a little tiny pin to mark. These were what I got at Hobby Lobby. This is how they come. This is the 4mm. This is, oh, there's lobster claws too. We're going to talk about those in a second. I'm tired. How are you guys doing? This is the container. So I have a lot of these because I have a lot of beads. These are the Elizabeth Ward. They come where this is like, you can get a mix of sizes. Like this is the, there's this size. This is the largest. The next one down, the next one down, the next one down. As far as sizes. Am I even making sense now? I don't know. So these are all the different sizes. This is how I organize them, and I love it. And it has the lid, but this is the lid on there. All right, I'm going to just have to tell people, if you want to see how to make them, you have to skip forward an hour. Here we go. So let's do this now. The tools that you will need are, oh my gosh, there was something else I want to show you too. Let's just do it, man. I love old things. So I had an old suitcase that actually, it got rat crap on the top of it. So I couldn't save that old suitcase as much as I wanted to. These were very old stickers that were inside. And now that I have the bigger trays, these are vintage, like real vintage, not fake vintage. Is that beautiful? These are old, beautiful. So, these are just, look at Robinson's Made Company. That's old. So this is what I have for maybe making for the inside of cabochon. So these are so beautiful because they really are vintage ones. I have no idea how old these are. This was the old cool box that they came in. So that's what I wanted to show you too. See? Hour and 7 minutes and we haven't done it yet, but we've had fun in the journey. What you will need: a sharp mechanical pencil. We're going to put this as, let me change the surface here. It's going to make it shorter. I need a flat surface. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do this. We need the sharp mechanical pencil, a good set of scissors, sharp, small, something you need to wipe this is what I learned from Lisa. You need to make sure the fingerprints are not on here. So I have, this was, I don't know, something. It's a, probably like a glasses cleaner kind of a thing. So before I put it on, I'm going to wipe and make sure that there is no fingerprints on the bottom flat surface. You can clean the top off. What else do we need? We just need to get going. That's what we need. So I wish I had a better flat surface for doing this portion of it. Oh my word. Okay, here we go. So all I do is I figure out, what I'm going to do is figure out exactly where I want this thing to go centered. But because I can, I'm going to go down low and I'm going to center it and I'm going to trace around it. Okay, and again, guys, I don't know how the light's working, but I got to be able to see. So I've got it centered. I'm going to hold it straight down, but of course it wants to jiggle a little bit. So we're going to hold it down, press it. Tell me that's going to work. And I want, see, it's not moving, and that's what I need. I need to get a good mark, because if I get it, if it moves, it's not going to get a nice circle around it. But also I want it as tight of a circle as I can. So, see, I got my circle. Now I'm just going to cut it out carefully. And I'm going to cut on the inside. I'm going to cut just on the inside of that line, because I want it to fit within my tray, and it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. It just wants to be as good as possible, but there is going to be some hidden on the edge because there's a bit of a shadow on the edge. So I'm cutting it out, and you know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm thinking, gosh, I sure hope I have the volume turned up. I sure hope this is working, because my voice is already given out. All right, so see, I know I didn't even get it in there perfect. I didn't get a perfect circle. And if I was doing it not on a video, I would redo this baby, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so I'm going to get my tray. I'm going to test it and see, does it fit? Do I like it? Yeah, good enough. Okay, it's in there and it fits. And if it didn't, then all I would do is trim a little bit more. So you see, it's a pretty good size. It's not a perfect circle, but that's okay, because it's going to get hidden a little bit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this is the diamond glaze. So as I do it, see, it has that tip. I haven't used this since that very first time. So let's see, is there... Yeah, there's still glue and it's going to come out. So here's the story on what I'm going to do, because I'm going to do it one time. Oh, and then the other thing I did was, instead of like picking it out with my fingernail, I actually had a pin that I used, because this is the trick. You get it in there and it's going to be a little tight, but see, I lift it out without bending it. Now, I'm going to apply the glue, but you don't want a gob of glue, but I want it to spread around. So this is how I'm going to do it. Let's see if I can do it and you can see it at the same time. I'm going to squeeze it, but I'm going to kind of rub it around. So I don't want tons and tons of glue. The other thing that I didn't tell you that I have is a wet paper towel right here, because that way I can do some cleanups. So now I'm going to put my little piece of paper in there, and I'm going to make sure it's straight up and down. Then I'm taking this and I'm rubbing it on, can you see? Where are you? Where are you guys? You can't even see with that light. I'm rubbing it there just to get it cleaned off. I know it's clean, but now I need to add the glue. So this glue, it dries clear. You want to get enough so it's going to glue the paper to the glass. And you're going to wipe it off if you need to. But you're going to have to press it down and make sure all the air bubbles go out. So I put a drop in the very center, and I turn it upside down so a lot of air bubbles don't come out, and I get maybe a 1/4 inch. See, I get that size of a dollop in there. I've got that rub so there's no fingerprints. I press it in there, and you can see, I can see it, I don't know that you can see that glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it. I'm going to press it and squeeze it, and this is why my muscles hurt. I am pressing the heck out of that baby. Then I can see that there is some glue that traveled up. This is awkward, but I want you guys to see what I'm doing. I am pressing it hard, but I am also getting that glue cleaned off around the edge, because I have no idea how quickly it dries. Okay, and now I am holding it for how long? I don't know. I hold it for about probably 30 seconds. It does dry quickly, but look at, you can see those muscles flexing. I'm pressing it hard because I want to make sure it adheres. So we've got the tray, we've got some glue, so that attaches the paper to the tray. Then we've got glue on top of the paper, so that attaches it to the glass dome. When do I stop? I stop when my fingers hurt. My fingers are hurting. Okay, So now I wipe it off just in case. And there we go. We have a cabochon. It was a cabochon before, but now we've got a pretty cabochon. Okay, so now we got to do the whole jump ring thing. I was thinking, oh, great, we're done. No, we're not done. We got to show you how to do the jump rings. Where's my lid? Okay, now we want that lid on there. Okay, we are going to keep moving along now. Now we are going to attach something. Okay, so now I'm not going to attach it to here because what I did was I selected already something that oh, actually that would work. Okay, well, that one, see, I had this charm kind of already ready to go. Oh, but that one's already ready to go. I need to show you how to do one. Oh, girl, what did I do? Okay, so we're going to transition over. We are going to transition over here. And we're going to do one of these because I've got this. Oh, my word. I'm like ready for bed here. Okay, so here's a charm I have. Is this cool? I have no idea where I got it. It is a working pair of scissors. Okay, now I am going to take this because we're going to match. So this is one that I had already done. These are 4mm, 9mm, and then do I have one of the big ones? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Let's just do it. Let's just keep it going, keep it going. Okay, so we are going to get, the other good thing about this is stuff doesn't roll around off of it. It kind of sticks to this. Okay, so now we're going to do the small one first. So I am going to get that jump ring. Okay, so look at, this is a booger. This jump ring is already not going to work because, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like this. Instead of meeting like this, it's like that. Bad jump ring. Throw that baby away. Let's find one that's actually good. Okay. So this is a good one. How are you even going to see it? Oh my word. These are all messed up. Okay, we're just going to go with this one. Okay. So when you go to do the jump ring, you want to do it so you've got the jump ring like this, and it has that slit in there. Now, when it comes apart, you don't want to stretch it apart like this because it is not going to go back together well. What you want to do is do it so it comes towards you. So instead of open like this, you want to open it towards you. Is this even making sense? We're going to do this on a big one because it is 1:10 in the morning and I am not making sense to myself. Okay, we're just going to do it like this, even though it's going to be opposite. I am grabbing this jump ring with my chain nose in my left hand because I am right-handed. I have my bent chain in my right hand, and I'm going to take it. I think you can see that slit there. I'm going to take it, and I want the movement to be at this spot down here. I don't want the movement to be anywhere else, but it's going to be at the down spot. So see, when I do that, I'm doing it straight towards me. Can you see that it's open? So that's the story of what we're going to do. But I'm going to try to find a jump ring that's not messed up. And these are tiny, so these are really awkward. And sometimes they can go flying across the room, which is why I have a bunch of these ready, so I'd at least have one set I can do. But the small ones are kind of hard to grab, and it's going to be hard for you to see, but I've got it. So that opening is pointing straight up. Left hand chain nose, right hand bent nose, and I get them and I twist it toward me. So it is open. It is open as little as I need to slide this on. And you can see there is already a jump ring on there, so I don't even need that. Is that jump ring even working? Yeah. Okay, so we'll pretend that that jump ring was not on there, and I'm going to attach it on this side. Okay, I didn't even notice that it had a jump ring on there. Now, it is in there, and now I need to close it. So I'm going to have to get it closer to me. So now I get it, and I'm going to, and this is where I need my light, and my light is going to make it weird for you guys. Okay. So it's closed. I'm not going to worry about doing it perfectly because I can't even see it the way I'm doing it right here. It didn't close as perfectly as I would like it to. But again, we're not doing anything perfect here because I'm just trying to do the demo or showing you as well as I can. So we got the jump ring. It was open like this, and now it's closed like this, and this is where it wants to join. So open, close, not open and close. So I've got that one there. Then we already opened this jump ring. So what is my story on how I want these guys going? Okay, so this is where I have to look at one to see what I did. Okay, little guy on the medium one. Okay, so now I want this on the medium one. So I'm pretending, let's just do it on one of them. I'm going to take one of those jump rings off, but there we go. So I'm putting it on that one. And I'm going to grab it here in my right hand. Now I'm getting this in my left. And I am going to, there. Even though I can't see very well, I can see that that's shut pretty well. If you have one and it doesn't shut right, just do a different one. Because you want to make sure it doesn't snag on stuff. Now, this is where I didn't see if I have a big, I don't even think I have a big gold one. So we're just going to do it on the wrong color because I just want you to see this process. So we're going to pretend this is the gold one. This is the one where it's harder because you got more stuff. Let's shut those so they don't pop open. You've got more stuff that you're working with. This is the heavy gauge, and this is the 12 millimeter heavy gauge. Maybe you can see this one better. And you can see because it's a heavier gauge, they had to use a bigger clippers or however they do that to close it. And you can see this is like brand new and it has that gap. So that's not going to get any better. So I'm going to take that, slide that open. I have to get it open a little bit more. So I am going to slide that guy on there. Then this is the tricky part. I am going to slide this guy on there. And then you want to try not to drop it. But now I'm going to get this, resituate, and then I'm going to close it. There we go. I did it. Okay. So we're just going to pretend that that's gold. And we're going to pretend that I didn't add the extra jump ring down there. But I just wanted you to see the process. So the actual charm. Then I put the 4 millimeter ring on. Then this is either you can use 6 or a 9, regular or heavyweight. It's just totally up to you. This is the 9 millimeter. Yep, 9 millimeter. This is the 12 millimeter, and this is the heavy gauge. I did a test, and this is for sale at Michael's. This is a set. Hildy and Joe. These are oval. I wanted to see, can you guys do it where you can buy a set? This is a set of ovals. This one worked okay, and this was pretty cheap. This one worked okay, but when I went to test that and see if that would work, no, it pulled right open. So this was not a good quality one. So the heavy gauge is really the best. So then see. So that's the story. That's what this is. And again, let's just pretend. Let's just take that darn thing off because that's driving me crazy that thing is actually on there. So I'm going to take that. And look at, I'm even doing it the opposite hands that they're showing because I'm going to take this thing off and not on there. Okay, there we go. We got a cabochon. We got a charm. We got it attached on there. And look at, I do not have shiny gold thing, but I can hardly talk. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it. So there we go. That was the demo. An hour and 24 minutes. Can you believe that? An hour and 24 minutes. And it was like at the very end that I actually showed how to do it. But there we go. But we did it. And it's good. I can hardly think and talk right now, but I know a lot of you guys stay for the good stuff. And where is my good stuff? Oh, okay. So here's a couple different things. So the verses. So on my last video that I did, I look as tired as I feel. On the last video I did, my Floss Tube 11, it had been a really rough week. And it's been a rough week for a lot of people. Just a lot of stuff going on. And I was pretty down, and I was sharing about that. And someone sent me a wonderful gift, and I'm going to share that because that's in my whole stack over there. I'm going to share that on the next video. And I may just stay up and do that one now, but I am really tired. So I'm going to share about that one. But this is the way that I process through stuff. So I have verses everywhere, like in every room. I've got my essential oils and I've got my verses. So this is my notebook. And so because the world is like so polarized right now, especially the United States with a lot of stuff going on. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of stuff going on. We've got a line, and we've got one people on one side, one people on another, and it's pretty rough out there. So we've got families and friends that are kind of getting divided, or we don't talk about certain things because it just gets awkward. And I don't like that. I'm usually really transparent and I like to talk about things, but because I believe something, I'm really trying to be careful, but it's this whole political thing. And one side says the other side's wrong. And I have very strong feelings about what I feel is right and wrong and what I feel has happened and what I have concerns about the future. It's deep within me, and that's why last week I was a mess. So my husband and I are just trying to find the truth, and it's not easy because the truth that we are trusting keeps getting taken down, and so we've got to find it fast. And I have friends in the underground, and so I've been finding some good information. But it's just been weird. It's been a weird stuff going on. So in all that, I just keep thinking, what are we going to do? What is the future going to look like? And that's where I know some of my viewers may be on the other side of the political arena than I am. And I don't want to polarize anything. I just want to say this is what I'm feeling. And so you may be feeling the same thing for different reasons. So I don't want to make a division there. I just want to say this is what I'm doing. So I'm trying to be careful in how I say things. I'm trying to be very respectful. These are my verses. Psalm 31:24. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all you who hope in the Lord. I know I have shared these verses before, but these are the ones that I keep coming back to. Psalm 147:11. The Lord takes pleasure in those who fear him and in those who hope in his mercy. Great is the Lord and mighty in power. His understanding is infinite. The Lord lifts up the humble. Those have been big verses for my husband and I. And this is something else. Since we're already going so long, why not keep going? Hopefully this baby uploads. If not, I'll just redo it tomorrow. Probably a little bit faster. So this is from a book that I really love, Billy Graham, Hope. Hope for Each Day. This is another dividing factor. And so I'm just going to read it, and you can figure out, you can read into it, whatever. There's so many dividing things going on right now. I'm just going to read this. Christ provides the cure. If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could find a medicine that would absolutely cure human nature's weakness and failures? Conflict, discontent, and unhappiness plague people everywhere. But suppose a cure could be found for humanity's ills. It would cause a worldwide stampede. The most thrilling news in the world is that there is a cure. God has provided the medicine, and that medicine is Christ. Through him, our sins can be forgiven, and by his Holy Spirit within us, our lives can be changed and renewed. Sin, confusion, and disillusionment can be replaced by righteousness, joy, and hope. Our souls can know a peace that is not dependent on outward circumstances. This cure was provided 2,000 years ago by Jesus Christ's death and resurrection for us. Is he working daily in your life, changing you and making you more like him? So that I had read that actually weeks ago. I pop around reading stuff, and I had read that weeks ago, and I thought, oh, what a perfect cure. That's what we need. There will always be, and there always has been, division, illness, worry, stuff. There's always been stuff going on. And right now there's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's kind of one thing on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. And that's what's really been weighing me down. But I have the cure, and I just need to keep my eyes on Christ, and my eyes fixed on my real hope. And I know that nothing will come to me that God has not okayed. Doesn't mean that everything's going to be rosy. I'm not part of that whole, well, let's just say this. In the Bible, it does say we're going to have trouble. We're going to, Christ had challenges come his way. And again, guys, oh my gosh, it's 1:30. Christ suffered. There's no reason to think we're not going to suffer. Christ cried. There's no reason to think we're not going to. But I know he is my hope, and he is my salvation. And no matter what happens in the future, he holds my future. And one of my commenters, and I'm sorry, I'm never good with names. One of my commenters, one of my viewers said, and I wrote it down, it's over there by my stitching station, over there. But it said, God already knows my future. I just need to rest in him. So I just don't like things to get hard. I like happy things, but life's not always going to be happy. So Christ is our cure. We can rest in him. We can pray for wisdom. That's the other thing that I've been doing, is there's a lot of things that we need to understand, and there's a lot of things that we need to know what decisions to make. So if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask it of God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. So that's James 1:5. All right, hour and 32 minutes. This is the longest one I've ever done, and I think it is so crazy that here I was to do a simple demo, and it took me an hour to get to it, but that's the way it is. All right, guys, thanks for being along with me in this journey, and I may do another one. If this doesn't upload, I'll just do a quicker one, but I may just do a quick one tomorrow when I've gotten some rest on how to do it short and sweet. So this will be the long one. All right, guys, God bless you, and choose joy nevertheless.